Welcome friends, welcome back to Cocktails After Dark. Today I'm going to tackle one of two cocktails that I have avoided like the plague. There's two cocktails that I just have not wanted to make. And the one we're making today is the mint julep. And the other one that I've avoided is the mojito. And I've avoided both of these cocktails because there's so much mythology around the cocktails, and yet so much of the mythology actually avoids reality. They've both been seriously changed by post-World War II advertising. And so the cocktail that we're making today is the mint julep from the Jerry Thomas Bartender's Guide, published in 1887. And this mint julep is incredibly close, if not exactly the same, as mint julep recipes in all of these cocktail books and so many more cocktail books that were printed pre-Prohibition, pre-World War I. All of the ones from the 1800s and the early 1900s are essentially the same. They all feature either brandy or cognac. And then after listing brandy or cognac as the number one mint julep or julep recipe, they go on to list other alcohols that you could use in them. And so this little mixing book called Drinks as They Are Mixed gives the julep brandy, champagne is the next one, then gin, then the mint julep, which it says is exactly the same as the brandy julep, then a pineapple julep, and then finally it gets to the whiskey julep. Whiskey was at the bottom, way down at the bottom all the time. And even in Jerry's book, he gives three recipes for a julep: the mint julep, the real Georgia mint julep, which is two types of cognac and brandy, two types of cognac or brandy. Then he gives the gin julep and then the whiskey julep. And there's telling a little bit of a story underneath the real Georgia mint julep. It says you could use whiskey. And so I would think that probably in the South, in this time period, in the 1890s, early 1800s, you would use whatever alcohol you have. And certainly when you go back through the history of drinks called a julep, very early on, it would have been rum. The first references to the julep in the 1700s, they were making it with rum, and it was just rum steeped with mint. There was no mention of ice or any other ingredients. So it was really just a two-ingredient cocktail, which doesn't quite qualify as a cocktail. This recipe tells me to press down the mint. The next recipe in Jerry's book says not to press down the mint, just to put it into the glass. And other recipes from this time period are mixed on whether we should be pressing it down or not. Next in, I'm going to put the brandy. The next instruction is to fill the glass with shaved ice, but I don't have shaved ice, so I'm going to take some of these cubes, put them into a cloth bag, and crush them with a mallet. Now we fill our glasses with the crushed or shaved ice. Now give this a stir, and we draw out the mint. Now at this point it says to stick it back in so that it looks nice. I'm kind of of the opinion that you should probably put a new sprig of mint in there. Now that I've got the mint arranged, it says to put some berries on top. So I've got some berries here. Excuse me while I lick my fingers. And then an orange slice. But wait, we're not done yet. Pretty much all of the recipes from the 1800s say to put some rum on top. So I'm going to float a little bit of Jamaican rum on top as per instructions. And there we go. The the mint julep.
Hey, Glenn. Hey,
Hey,
friends.
Jules.
Looks like I arrived just on time.
There you go, mint julep.
Wow, really?
Yep. We're also supposed to serve it with a straw, but I don't have any straws.
I was going to say, I don't think we have straws.
I don't have any straws.
Oh, I was going to say, we have sippy cup. Then
Oh,
the ice wouldn't.
sippy cup would be great.
It'd be safe drinking.
Now here's the next thing. You're going to say it's supposed to be in a silver cup. A silver cup is a post-prohibition invention, or
Like an actual silver cup?
yeah, it's a little silver cup.
Huh.
It's the
Yeah.
same sort of marketing thing as,
the
you got to have a copper cup for a Moscow Mule. It's the same sort of marketing.
So clearly I've never actually had one then. Because I don't think I've ever had a drink out of a silver cup.
No, you might not have.
I don't think I have.
And in these early books, it tells you, we should actually taste it, and then I'll
Yes,
tell
I
you.
was going to say, I feel like I'm... There's a lot of rum flavor to that. I'm not getting a lot of mint, though.
No,
Maybe
it's because that rum is layered on top. We're going to get
if
that
we'd
first.
had a straw, we would have
we would get
drawn it from the bottom.
Would get the brandy first, yeah, and the rum would be mixed in. You do get the mint on the nose, which is nice.
I'm going to mix mine in a little bit then.
In these earlier cocktail books, it tells you, because you're using the shaved ice, to serve it in a crystal glass so that the person getting the drink can view how nice it is. And you can see the ice and the colors and everything.
So with a wee bit of a stir, it does taste a little bit different.
Oh.
Is there no actual orange in it?
No, there's no orange in
Okay.
this one. Some of the
So
other
it's
ones,
just the fruit is just for fun.
fruits
Okay.
on top for fun. Some of the other ones do say to put orange juice in.
Now that all those other flavors are kind of in there, it's a little more pleasant. Not that the rum wasn't pleasant, but it has more, a broader set of flavors to it than just the rum, which was kind of the first sip that I had.
Yeah.
So that's really our lack of straws.
All in all, it's a pretty good cocktail. And on a really hot day, I think that would go down really nicely.
Almost too fast, though. Whew.
And so it does come down to just a change in the way that they're made of how much mint flavor you're going to get in them. Because some of these books say not to muddle the mint at all. In fact, muddle isn't a word that's used yet. This one calls it a squeezing stick, which is something, when I'm in the kitchen and I'm in a little bit of a panic, I can't find the right word. Some of you know, we'll just use a word.
That describes what it's supposed to
It's
do.
what it's supposed to do. So it's a squeezing stick. Some of them tell you to use a swizzle stick. This is the evolution of a cocktail.
Yeah, this one isn't super minty.
No. Give it a try. If you've only ever had the post-World War II bourbon Kentucky Derby version of a mint julep, try some of these other versions with the gin. It'd be great. Thanks for stopping by. See you again soon.